Welcome to Recharge with Richardson, 5 minutes of hope and inspiration every Monday and Thursday. And now, here is today's episode. Well, hi there, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Recharge with Richardson. It's hard to believe it's already the second Monday of the new year, and look at what we've already been through. Last week already, someone put together a meme that said this: I'd like to cancel my subscription to 2021. I've experienced the free 7-day trial and I am not interested. I think that about sums it up, right? Which makes today's episode, which I've called The Power of Rest, all the more relevant because we need to know how to be at rest when chaos is all around us. Scripture says in Psalm chapter 4 and verse 8, I will both lie down and sleep in peace, for you, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Again, I will both lie down in peace and sleep, because you alone, Lord, make me dwell safely. You know, how can we be at rest, have peace, and even sleep well when it's crazy and chaotic all around us? The one way that we can do that this verse says, is to make sure that the Lord alone is what we put our confidence in, not any human institution or any human person or leader or any other human thing, but the Lord alone has to be what we build our lives on and our stability and our confidence on. But a fact that we don't often think of is this: rest is powerful. Most of us have really no idea how powerful it actually is. Most people in today, in their pursuit of success and the good life, rob themselves of rest in order to achieve that success, when it's actually rest that's the very thing that's going to help them achieve their goal in the first place. What is rest? Rest is simply taking time to relax. It refreshes, rejuvenates, rebuilds, and regenerates us. Now, I want to be real practical about this today, and I just want to focus a little bit on the power of sleep. In the verse we just read, David talks about the ability to sleep well. More and more research is amazing on telling us how vital sleep is to our health. First, let me give you the sweet spot of what's enough sleep for just a few age groups. If we're talking about preschoolers, kids ages 3 to 5, they need 11 to 13 hours of sleep. Think about that. Is your 5-year-old getting 13 hours? And school age kids, 5 to 12 years, they need 9 to 11 hours of sleep every night. And by the way, this is a physical law. Your children and my kids are not exceptions to these numbers. Now, one of the biggest reasons that we have behavioral problems with kids and why teachers today spend more time being therapists in the classroom than they do being teachers is because parents are letting their kids stay up way too late at night with their smartphones and TVs and computers. And therefore, kids are just out of control. They don't have enough rest, and they're sleep deprived, and that's why they're physical and emotional wrecks. But the big part of it really is it's sleep deprivation. Just try getting your kids to bed no later than 8 p.m. for several weeks, enough time to make up for that sleep deficit. And all of a sudden, you will think you have new kids. Now, adolescents actually need 8.5 to 9.25 hours of sleep every night. And the sweet spot for adults is 7 to 8 hours. Again, there are no exceptions to these numbers. And studies consistently show that if we get 6 or fewer hours of sleep or 9 or more hours of sleep as adults, it's actually bad for us. It increases our mortality. By the way, the studies also prove that going to bed early rather than late is actually much better for us. There is no such thing as a human night owl. Research shows that the hours before midnight are really the best for sleep, And so you can't, there's no to change that, no way to change that. And actually the reason for that is because that's the way our sleep cycles actually work. And the restorative cycles of sleep are actually longer before midnight than after midnight. They start to get shorter. And so if you want to get the most healing, the most rejuvenation, the most rebuilding, you're going to get it in your sleep cycles before midnight. So go to bed early. That's how you can stay young. Now, here are some of the dangers caused by a lack of sleep: diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity. It also, and why do we get obese? It's because a lack of sleep boosts the level of a hormone called ghrelin, which triggers hunger and suppresses a hormone called leptin, which tells you that you're full. And so if you're tired, you're getting a double whammy. You think you need to eat more, and you don't feel full when you've already had enough, and therefore you actually gain more weight. A lack of sleep increases coronary heart disease because breaking down those restorative sleep cycles, it causes depression, and it actually forfeits the benefits of exercise and nutrition, because when we are deprived of sleep, then it actually reverses and neutralizes all the benefits that we get from going exercising or eating properly. It compromises our frontal lobe so that we make bad choices. It compromises our immune system. Man alive, in the middle of COVID pandemic, don't you want a strong immune system? Well, the secret to that is to get sleep between 10 and 3 a.m. Because if you are deprived of sleep between 10 and 3, it's going to cause a 50% drop in your immune system. Last, lack of sleep shortens your lifespan by 9 years. And so I want to encourage you as we wrap up here with some of the benefits of getting enough sleep. It decreases your heart disease, diabetes, and death. It promotes weight loss and optimism and better exercise and nutrition. It improves mental performance. It gives you better grades, a higher GPA. You can plan better. You can concentrate better, better motor performance, and you have much better functioning of high-level intellectual skills, and it strengthens your immune system and increases longevity. So give me some sleep. Isn't that right? It's a superpower. It's a superpower that we can all have and possess. And so I want to challenge you. Get enough sleep and start your sleep well before midnight. And remember, even in this chaotic and crazy world, God's got this, and God's got you. Thank you for joining us for Recharge with Richardson. Don't forget to join us for our next episode, and until then, may God fill you with joy and peace and hope.